Stop. Don't scroll. Just stay here for a moment. Because what I'm about to tell you, most people never realize until it's too late. Right now, there is someone in your life whose attention you're chasing, maybe silently, maybe desperately, maybe without even realizing it. You check your phone, waiting. You replay conversations in your head, wondering what you did wrong. You try harder. You give more. You become more available, hoping that this time they'll finally see your worth. But they don't. And the more you try, the more distant they become. Why? Why does this happen? Why does effort push people away? And more importantly, what happens when you finally stop? Because something does happen. Something powerful, something uncomfortable, something that will completely change how people see you and how you see yourself. This is not about ignoring people. This is not about ego. This is about reclaiming your value through the lens of Stoic psychology. Let's understand this slowly, deeply, honestly. It never starts as chasing. It starts as care. You meet someone, you like them, you respect them, you want to keep them in your life. So you do what feels natural. You show up, you reply fast, you listen, you support, you invest your time, your energy, your attention. And at first, it feels right. It feels mutual, balanced. But slowly, something shifts. You start noticing small things. They take longer to reply. They cancel plans. They seem less interested, less present. And instead of stepping back, you lean in. You try harder. You give more. You become more understanding, more available, more patient, thinking, maybe they're busy. Maybe they're going through something. Maybe I just need to try a little more. And without realizing it, care turns into chasing. Here's the truth, and it might hurt. But you need to hear it. When you give too much, without balance, without boundaries, without pause, you don't increase your value. You decrease it because humans don't just value effort. They value scarcity. Think about it. What is always available feels normal. What is limited feels important. When you're always there, always replying, always forgiving, always chasing, you remove the sense of rarity. And without rarity, there is no urgency. Without urgency, there is no effort. This is not cruelty. This is human nature. Even Stoic thinkers understood this, not in terms of manipulation, but in terms of self-respect. If you treat your time like it has no value, others will do the same. But the real damage is not external, it's internal, because chasing doesn't just affect how others see you. It changes how you see yourself. You start questioning your worth. Why am I not enough? Why do they treat me like this? What am I missing? You overthink. You overanalyze. You replay everything. Your confidence slowly fades. Your emotional state becomes unstable. One message makes you happy. One delay makes you anxious. One small sign of attention gives you hope again. And this cycle repeats again and again until one day you don't even recognize yourself anymore. And then there comes a moment, a quiet one, not dramatic, not loud, just clear. You feel tired, not physically, but emotionally, mentally. You realize you've been the only one trying, the only one showing up, the only one holding everything together, and something inside you shifts. You stop asking, how can I make them stay? And start asking, why am I chasing someone who doesn't choose me? This is the turning point. The moment where awareness begins. Stopping doesn't happen instantly. It's a decision, a difficult one, because your habits will fight back. You'll want to text. You'll want to check. You'll want to explain. But this time, you pause. You don't act immediately. You sit with the discomfort, the silence, the uncertainty, and slowly, you start doing something different. You stop initiating. You stop overgiving. You stop explaining your absence. Not to punish them, but to protect yourself. This phase is the hardest because nothing happens immediately. No messages, no reactions, no sudden change, just silence. And in that silence, your mind will try to trick you. They forgot you. They don't care. You should message first. But this is where your power is tested. Can you stay still? Can you hold your ground? Can you choose yourself, even when it feels uncomfortable? Because this silence is not empty, it's transformative. And then, slowly, the shift begins. Not loudly, not dramatically, but subtly. They start noticing your absence, your distance, your change in energy. Because something is different now. You're no longer chasing. You're no longer available at all times. You're no longer predictable. And that creates curiosity. Now people react in different ways. Some will come back. They'll text, call, ask, "Where have you been?" Others will stay silent and disappear. But here's the truth. Both outcomes are wins. Because now you see clearly who values you and who never did. By now, you're not the same person. You don't feel the same urgency, the same anxiety, the same need. You feel calmer, stronger, more grounded, because your validation is no longer external. It's internal. You start focusing on your growth, your discipline, your peace. And this changes everything. At the end of all this, there is one truth you must remember. Chasing people never creates connection. It creates imbalance. But when you stop chasing, you create space for respect, for clarity, for real connection. So don't chase, don't beg, don't overgive. Instead, stand still, work on yourself, protect your energy, and let people meet you where you stand or watch them walk away.